Want to know where most people quit? It's not at the start. It's not at the end. It's right in the messy middle. When you've already started, but you're just too far from the finish line to see the payoff. Welcome to Aligned and Flowing. So I've been thinking about the messy middle a lot lately. My last video on self-doubt could have been the perfect lead into this. And I've also been navigating so many transitions in my own life where I feel like I'm very much in the messy middle. So many of us have big dreams, ideas, and hopes, things we want to do, create, and of the person we want to become. Some of us even push past that initial doubt and resistance and get started. But then we just quit, right in the messy middle. Let me give you an example. Say someone wants to be more fit and healthy. So they sign up to a nice gym, buy some cute gym wear, and get going. They're consistent for a few weeks, maybe even a month. Then life happens. It could be an injury, the flu, a work deadline, or family commitments. They just stop. What happened there? What happened to all that initial enthusiasm and momentum? They just quit. They were in the messy middle, and that's where they gave up. So, why do we quit in the messy middle? Here are some of the common reasons. It's uncomfortable. Building a new business, learning a new skill, developing a healthy habit demands that you step out of your comfort zone. And that's hard. Growth hurts, it's awkward, and you need to push past that initial discomfort. You're more focused on the outcomes than the process. Say you've started a new business and you're fixated on the profits than building a meaningful and sustainable business. Or you've started going to the gym and you're more focused on losing a certain amount of weight than developing a long-term healthy habit. Now, these are the people who are willing to put in the work, but they want results now. But the thing is, when you're more focused on prioritizing the outcomes than the process, you tend to lose motivation a lot faster. Instant gratification. Long-term sustainable growth requires commitment and discipline. But now we live in a world where we have this little device in the palm of our hands, and instant gratification is just a click, a scroll, a swipe, or stream away. We are so used to the dopamine hit of instant pleasures. But moving through the messy middle requires that you say no to short-term distractions to focus on your long-term goals. So, if you're stuck in the messy middle, how do you move through it? Focus on the journey, not the destination. When you prioritize the process, you take pressure off the results. And even if you do take detours and make mistakes, you find your way back. When you enjoy the journey, that's a sure sign that you will make it to the destination. Build your discipline muscle. This means showing up when you don't want to, especially when you don't want to. It could be dragging yourself to the gym on a rainy day when all you want to do is sleep. Or building that business instead of just hanging out. Or maybe even cleaning your house when Netflix is calling. Working through the messy middle requires strong commitment to your long-term goals and growth. Put in the reps. This applies to fitness, business, work, that project, that craft, and everything in life. You need to keep showing up and putting in the reps, even when you don't immediately see the results. They are building behind the scenes. You just need to keep showing up. This too shall pass. Most of us quit in the messy middle because we can't endure the lows. This is why building endurance is so important. As my beautiful friend Sarah once said, this too shall pass. It may pass like a kidney stone, but it will pass. Celebrate the small wins. When you're in the messy middle, you can feel like an absolute failure. This is why celebrating your small wins is important, because it gives you the courage and confidence to get up and fight again another day. Remember your why. Why do you want to start? Why do you want to grow, change, or create something new? Your why can't be for likes, applause, or external validation. It has to be an internal why. Because when things get hard, and they certainly will, it's your intrinsic internal why that gives you the courage and the motivation to just keep going. Something I always think about is the life cycle of a butterfly. The butterfly starts out as a caterpillar. Then it enters the cocoon phase, where it's dark, it's isolated, it doesn't know what's coming next. So it just endures and endures until one day something breaks open and out comes the butterfly, beautiful, transformed. The cocoon phase is much like our messy middle. It's dark, it's uncomfortable, and it feels endless. But it's just where transformation begins. So embrace your messy middle. It's not where your journey ends, it's where your transformation begins. If this does resonate, I would love to hear what you feel about the messy middle. Until next time.